What is going on, you guys? And today I want to bring you a video talking about the 2018 Mustang EcoBoost, Mustang GT, and the GT350 and 350R. So I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on the 2018 Mustang because I haven't made a video talking about that, and I want to tell you guys about the new news that we just saw from Late Model Restoration, which is based off a magazine article that was leaked, basically stating the horsepower. So I'm going to read you some statistics here. The 350 and 350R are staying the same. However, EcoBoost and Mustang GT, we have some rumored power numbers. Now these are not official, but it kind of makes sense, so I'm going to read those to you right here. So the EcoBoost is now going to make 320 horsepower and 340 foot-pounds of torque. Sounds absolutely possible. I don't know if they're making any actual changes to the EcoBoost. No one really knows yet. However, if that is true, I mean, we all know that's absolutely possible because with just a tune, the current EcoBoost can make close to 300 rear-wheel horsepower through a manual and close to 400 foot-pounds of torque at the wheels. So we know the EcoBoost platform is plenty capable of that. The Mustang GT, which is a 5-liter, it's going to be looking at 450 horsepower at the crank and 410 foot-pounds of torque. That is absolutely possible. Of course, guys, you know, with the current mods on a 5-liter Coyote 15, for example, you could throw an intake manifold on the car and you can make pretty close to those powers crank. So these are crank numbers, so remember that. But for the car to be making 450 horsepower from the crank instead of 435, you're starting off at even higher level for mods. Now, as for my thoughts, there is going to be an automatic, so a 10-speed auto in these cars, and there's also going to be an upgraded manual transmission. My personal thoughts, the new 2018 Mustang, I really think that the 10R80 is going to be an awesome fit for the Mustang. It's going to be a super quick, fast shifting transmission. It's very similar to the transmission offered for the Corvette and the Camaro, the C7 Vet, and the 6th Gen Camaro specifically. So those transmissions are very good. I've experienced them firsthand, so they are very good, and we should be seeing something very similar like that in the Mustang GT. And just so you guys can get an idea, we are in fact in Daytona. I mean, we're right here in Daytona, yeah, and it's starting to rain. So my personal thoughts on this car is that the automatic is going to be great, and I know a lot of guys are like, well, you need one of these things to you know, be fun. That's not true. The automatic, especially 11 and up, the 6R80 is an amazing transmission, especially for drag racing. The cars are so consistent with the 6R80, and especially a power adder. NA, you know, you're not gonna have as much fun as, you know, a high horsepower automatic car, but I really think a 6R80, if you were going for a drag car or even just a nice daily driver, the automatic is not bad. It's actually really fun, and you can have a lot of fun. I've driven a few high horsepower 6R80 cars, you know, 750 wheel, 850 wheel, and they are a blast. With the automatic transmission, you no longer have to shift this thing. You don't have to worry about, you know, clutch. Can my clutch support this? You know, am I going to break the input shaft while, you know, letting out the clutch? And you don't have to worry about any of that. With an automatic transmission, the 6R80, at least the current 6R80, is bulletproof up to a very high horsepower amount. The manual transmissions are not. Also, the automatic takes out the driver out of the equation. So what does that mean? Well, you don't have to be the best driver to drive an automatic. So I 100% really like the idea of the 10-speed auto. Would I personally pick one up? I don't know, that'd be hard. It would have to matter if I was doing a high horsepower drag build. I do like shifting gears myself. You know, this car, the Turdzilla, is a manual, the Cobra is a manual, and Ashley's car is a manual. However, I have come to really appreciate the automatics and the technology that goes into them, and especially if you're going for a high horsepower drag build, you're kind of, you know, you're kind of foolish not to go with an automatic. So those are my thoughts on the Mustang GT. The EcoBoost is also a great option, and I'm, you know, the V6, the 3.7 liter, it's a little sad that they're, you know, retiring it, but EcoBoost versus V6, I mean, let's just talk about power numbers and enthusiasts modifying a car like that. The V6, if you put a tune on the V6, you're going to get, you know, maybe 5 to 10 horsepower. You put a tune on an EcoBoost, you are looking at probably about 20, 30 wheel, and close to 100 more foot-pounds of torque. That is a crazy amount of difference, and that's thanks to the turbo, very small turbo, which can give you crazy torque increase with more boost. So I 100% really like the EcoBoost platform. The 3.7 is also a great platform. It's a V6 that makes 300 horsepower. But in comparison to the EcoBoost, the mod for mod, they don't really compare. So those were my basic thoughts on the 2018 Mustang. As for the looks, you know, everyone's complaining, and not so much complaining anymore. You know, that yellow color, you know, Ford marketing does that. Everyone wondered why they did that ugly yellow color on the 2018 Mustang, and it's because people talk about it. You know, Ford is a smart company. If you throw an ugly color to some, people are going to talk about how much they hate it. They hate it, and eventually everyone starts loving it. Now I'm starting to see a lot of people start liking the 2018 Mustang. Now I don't like the idea of the whole front bumper, but you know, again, it grows on you. The S550 was considered the ugliest Fusion ever, and now everyone, you know, is going for the S550, and there's even people, you know, not Mustang fans who now like Mustangs because of the S550. So as for the looks, I am not concerned about that. The quad tip is going to be awesome. MagnaRide is awesome. These are all things that Ford has announced, and I'll include a link to some more information that is confirmed on these cars. So if you are stopping in for the first time, I want to tell you to hit that subscribe button, and you know, anybody who's watching this video, make sure you slap that like button. It really helps us out reach more people, and you know, it tells us that you like what we do here. As for any of the cars, you know, we have a lot of new stuff coming for the Cobra. We should be getting the drag wheels on soon. Turdzill's getting some new stuff. Ashley's car, you know, a lot of fun stuff. So make sure you stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. I'm about to get poured on here in Daytona, and we will see you in the next video. All right, we're definitely about to get poured on. We need to get out of here. We got that Turdzilla power with our nice ice cold AC, thanks to Nick. And let's go roll out of here. Hello, Daytona Speedway.